Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are a returning viewer or Lovely Dollar Diva fam, and if you're new to my channel, thanks for stopping by and glad to have you here. Okay, so guys, I promised you an updated tour of my coloring area, art room, craft room, art studio, all the above titles. So here we go. So guys, this is my desk that I currently color at and film at, and I have my two lamps here that I use for filming, and I also use one more lamp that I put right there to shine down on my coloring books so that I can have decent lighting. So I'll give you guys like a kind of full view of the whole little area. There's my drawers and everything that there's nothing hardly in, and my trash can. I love that trash can. And I'll just take you of a tour of the whole little area, and you're familiar with this little area because this was on my last coloring tour, art coloring station tour video. So now I have more room to work with, all of this counter space, desk space. So let's jump into it. Let my chair out right here so I can sit down. And I think I'm going to turn these lamps on so you guys can see a little bit better. So let's get started of what's on my desk. So first and foremost, I have my little tray here where I keep all of my little goodies handy. I have my super glue for gluing those pencil leads that come out crazy, like a whole pencil lead. I'm like, I'm not wasting that. So someone I saw a video with this tip to put the pencil leads back in with super glue and use them, and it works great. You just can't use them like as soon as they break because it has to dry, so that's a bummer, but it works good enough for me for the time being. Then I have my handy dandy little water jar, water bucket thingy. And this is a cute little item that I really like using for my paintbrushes when I'm doing watercolors and stuff, because it's like, it doesn't allow the water to waste, and you can plug it back so no spillage. And then it has this little lip on it where you can kind of put your paintbrush on and get the excess water off. So it's a really cool little item that I got from the dollar store, and it seems to be a very good buy because I use it all the time. Next is my coconut oil. Excuse me. When I actually do use oil for blending, I don't use Vaseline because it tends to be too heavy. So I came up with the idea, use coconut oil because it's like lighter on your body and everything. So coconut oil is what I use. And I don't use it often though, because I use blender pencils more to blend with. And I have my makeup brush that I use to dust off my pastels off my coloring page, or, you know, pencil debris or things like that. Eraser debris, things like that. So have that handy because I use it all of the time, and it's very soft, so it won't scratch your coloring page up like my other bristle brush does. Next, I have my Gamsol, a little thing of Gamsol that I use here. I don't use it often either. I'm more of a blender pencil girl, so yeah, don't use that very often. Got my cotton swabs here, and of course, you know, I gotta do something different and have pencil shavings. These are from my woodless pencils, my Koh-i-Noor woodless pencils. I was sharpening them, and I was like, wait a minute, I'm not gonna throw these sharpenings away. I gotta be able to use them for something, right? So I saved them, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna use them to smear on a background or do something. So yes, guys, I saved those. This is my little bowl here that I use for my pencil shavings when I actually do use like a manual pencil sharpener. I'll sharpen them and put them in this little bowl for the time being until I'm ready to dump them. Then next, I have my little things where I put my bristle brush. This is the bristle brush that I use if I'm not using that one. But this one you have to be really careful because the bristles are hard and they will scratch your coloring page, like scratch a little bit of the pencil work off of it or something. So the only time I use this one is when I have like that hard eraser stuff, debris that just is stubborn coming off. So that's the only time I really use that one. Then I have my Tagall sharpener that I absolutely love for using with the Prismacolors. I have a rubber band there that, you know, you always need your rubber bands every now and then. And then I have the erasers. You know, I don't often use the white erasers because I more often use the eraser polymer, white polymer eraser on the pencil because it's easier and it's more precise. Those erasers, they just don't work well for me. I have my little pencil holder thing that I have more than pencils in. I have my scissors because I'm always cutting something and crafting and coloring and doing something. All of my little paint brushes and water brushes and whiteout that I use in my coloring pages, pens, and electric eraser. Yeah, electric eraser. And over here I have all of my other pens and erasers and gel pens and Galaxy pens that I use for, you know, highlighting areas and like dots and stars and stuff like that. And my ruler and my fine liner, my black fine liner that when I need it handy in a coloring page, I have it like right there. And all my blenders, my blender pencils. I absolutely love the Derwent blender pencil. It's amazing. It's my favorite. So yeah, that's what I use. Have that in handy. My Faber-Castell pencil sharpener. I absolutely love this pencil sharpener. It's like really, these are like the only 3 pencil sharpeners I absolutely use. Well, no, I use the handheld one too, the little silver one. I like that one. But the Tagall and this Faber-Castell one is the ones I use the most. I like this Orbit, iPoint Orbit by Westcott. I like it, but if you're not careful, it will eat up your pencil. So I only use that for my like cheaper pencils that I don't mind getting eaten up. But if you put it in there quickly and take it out quickly, it'll have it sharp. But, you know, if you're mindless about it, don't use it with your expensive pencils or your pencils that you're trying to hold on to, because it will eat them up, especially if the battery's low. So, but I would recommend it. I really like it. So yes, that's that about that. Next, guys, we have this monstrosity of a tower. I took you of a tour kind of pretty much of this one, and I'm running into things with the chair. But this little tower here houses all of my little goodies that I need handy. Here at the top, let's start here at the top. I have my color chart, my sketch pad that I use as a color chart. I have all of my pencils in here, and I have them labeled on the side. All of my goodies, because I love color charts. Can't live without color charts. And I have my sketchbook, so when I want to do some sketching, I have that available. And I have my little supply bag that I can use for like travel, or I just use it, you know, just for handy dandy usage. But inside of it, I have my glove for my coloring glove. You know, you can put this on and keep your hand from smearing the rest of the page, especially if you're using Prismacolors, because they love to smear. So I need to start using that glove more. Scissors, Tertullians, and here are all of my colorless blenders. Blender markers. I have the Koi colorless blender marker and the Prismacolor colorless blender marker, but I don't use them very often. I'm just not a fan of them. They don't perform like I thought they would perform. I don't know. I don't know what, maybe I'm doing it wrong. Maybe I'm using it wrong. I don't know, but whatever. I'm going to keep working with it. And I have a pencil extender and all that good stuff in there. A few more things in there. And here is where I house all of my stencils, like my cloud stencils. Not all of my stencils, because I have a whole drawer full of stencils, but my little cloud stencils that I use for my coloring book when I want to make some cute fluffy clouds with like the pastels. And I have this cutting board that has like texture on it, and I like using this for like my pastels. Like if I want to shave off some of the pastel onto here and then use it from here, it's good for that. It's also good for using with like watercolor pencils. You can scratch it on here and then you can just lift the watercolor off the pad, off the plate right on there, and that's really cool. So yeah, I also have some scrap paper because, you know, when you're traveling, you always forget your scrap paper for some reason. I don't know why. So I have a little pencil sharpener just in case I forget to bring my Tagal. And I have this little doodad here. It's actually a cup that's for travel. And Faber-Castell makes these like for your watercolors. You can have like a bowl for your cup. Like, no, not a bowl for your cup. A cup for your water when you're traveling for your watercolors. So I got this one from like the dollar store. So I was glad to find that. Of course, got to have my brush so I can dust off different things when I'm traveling or when I'm wherever. So yes, that is that. And next, you guys see these books. You have seen these books before. Most of them were featured in my top 10 Desert Island coloring book tag video. All except maybe one, the Maria Troll book. But these are all books that are like my favorites that I'm like working in, or that I want to work in, or that I have whips in, you know. And I just keep those out and handy for quick use. Back here, I have my paper cutter that I have not opened yet. So of course, you know, I have not done any card making since my last card making video. I don't know about you guys, but it's just so hard to keep up with, you know, your hobbies, especially when you're like sick or not feeling good most of the time. It's just like you just can't keep up with it all. Like I wish I could just color like 10 pages a month, like some people do, and I'm like, I wish I could color that much. Plus I'm a slow colorist, so I take my time with my coloring because I'm like a perfectionist. So, but anyway, moving along. Don't let me bore you guys. Don't let me bore you. So anyway, moving on down to the next level. Here I have all of my little plastic page protectors. Now, some people were asking about these, like, where do you get them from? How can you order them? I know they sell like page protectors on like Amazon and things, but they're like more expensive than what I would pay for them. But I got mine from like the Dollar Tree. They sell the cutting mats, little plastic cutting mats. Is longer than this, a pack of 2 for $1, and you just cut them down to size, you know, however big you want your page protector to be. But I actually just realized something. You can actually use a mat. Like this is like pretty good to cut down if you'd like, and use that as a page protector. So you can just buy like a regular old plastic placemat and just use that. I was like, oh, I can do that. That'll be nice, because this one kind of folds and bends, and yeah, I'm like, yeah, I think I want to use a mat next. See how that works. So have a few of those that I've cut down to size, and you know, that I can use for page protectors. So yeah. All right, guys. Here's where I store all of like my pens in like the pencil bag. So I have pens and different types of pens, and all of these pencil cases, like gel pens and highlighters and all the pens, all my pens and markers and things. I keep those here in these pencil cases, and I have a little tray that I like to use for my pastels also. And next level here is where I keep, I think, a few miscellaneous things. yeah, side view here. And I have the Cretacolor pastels again, and the Cretacolor aqua brick. Haven't tried these. And the Moongyo 64 pastels, haven't tried those yet either, but I like using up my stuff before I go to another item, unless, you know, it's requested or something. But excuse me. I also have a few of the ink pads that I use in my card making. Yes. Okay, guys. Oh, got a frog in my throat. Excuse me. Sorry. Have some gel pens there. Different sets of markers, Tombow markers. My water brushes that I haven't tried yet by Derwent. Can't wait to try those. But I'm just like so in love with my Jane Davenport one. It works just great for me. So when something is working, if it's not broke, don't fix it. That's what I'm like. Yes. So I have like my Derwent metallics. Oh, guys, my goodness. I'm just, oof, my throat. I have the Faber-Castell gel sticks, the 12 and the Color Soft. I don't use these very often. None of these except for the woodless pencils. I use those pretty often. And we have the Prismacolor pastels, new pastels. I use these very often also. Have my knife that I use to scrape the pastels with. And my board that I use, another cutting board that I use to scrape the pastels on. Love that. And that is pretty much, you know, just extra sets of different things that I have. Prismacolor Very Thins. I don't use any of this in here very often, but I have it there so that I can get to it. All right, guys, next I have my little area where I keep all of my paper supplies that I use in my card making. And here in this level and this level as my pencils, my different sets of pencils and the pencil cases. And I bought these so that I can label like the outside, put like these on the outside so I can know what's in the pencil cases, because sometimes I forget. Like if it's not a unique pencil case, I forget what's in there. So all of those are pencil cases. Also, down here I have some more crafting supplies, and I have some marker sets, and there I have my Mappa things that I want to use in a video to show you guys, you know, how they work, and an extra pencil case. And there I have my easel that I use to color with sometime when I don't want to be bending my neck over to color. And next we are going back to the desk. There is nothing in these drawers hardly. A piece of napkin that I use for my watercoloring and just tape. Nothing's in here but like my fixatives for my pastels. I mainly use this one for like the actual pastels because it fixes it very nice, the Krylon matte finish. But the, what is this, hairspray, I use that for the eyeshadow. It fixes the eyeshadow very well. So these are paper towels and baby wipes that I use in my coloring. And the next drawer, that's not a drawer. This is, let's see, is there anything in here? No. I have so much space, I just don't know what to do with it all. I mean, it's amazing. Here I have, oh, my extra set of Prismacolors, the 72 set, and, oh, the set of the Reeves Dolphin pencils, and my extra set of Marco Renoir watercolor pencils, and just a few other odds and ends, my finished pieces, finished page coloring pages, and not a whole lot of extra stuff because I have so much space now. I just don't know what to do with it all. So there's my trash can. Isn't it cute? Now, under my desk, I keep, oh boy, I have all of my paint supplies. And are the watercolor things in here? I guess so, because here's the watercolor. Yeah, all the watercolor and paint stuff that's in this entire heavy bucket. And if you'd like a more detailed video, guys, of me like going through all my stuff, like I've seen some of the art room tours where they like go through every piece of stuff like in their bins and drawers and stuff. Let me know. What is that doing in there? Let me know if you'd like to see that. Here's where I keep all my sequins and like, what is it? Like Wink of Stella. Yeah, that's in this one. Glitter glue, stickles, all that good stuff. That's kept in there. So just throw that back in there. And on this side, I have all my tapes and washi tapes and all that good stuff like that. And in the next one, we have all of the ribbons and just like different little sequence things that you can use for like card making, beads, and all that stuff. So like I said, guys, let me know if you would like a super duper detailed like tour of what's in each drawer and each pencil case and each bin and all that good stuff. Woo, let me know. And if enough of you guys and like what's all behind there, because it's like stuff stacked in there. If you like to want to know what's in the pencil cases and all that kind of stuff, let me know, let me know, let me know. And I will, if enough of you guys comment and say, yeah, we want to see the in-depth, you know, we want to see all in there. Let me know and I'll do that for you. So next, I'm going to move on over to where I keep all my coloring books and other coloring supplies. So let's start here. Well, you see that. That's like, yeah, coloring books. And in this thing here, give you a little view. There's all my, this is all my supplies and coloring books. And here are all my coloring books. And here are like crafting supplies and art supplies. And there are some, what do you call them? Canvases. Yes, coloring canvases. Haven't tried those yet. Really need to get on that. But on this, in this drawer, coloring books. I'm going to do an updated coloring book collection video because the one that's on my channel now is kind of out of date because I've gotten like a kabillion more coloring books. So yeah, here's a bunch of supplies, Sharpies, paint pens, supplies that I haven't used yet, different pens and gel pens. And here's another drawer of supplies. And if you'd like to see exactly what's all in these drawers, let me know. Like I said before, we'll do a more in-depth video, but I just didn't want to bore you guys with like every single item. So there's a bunch of my coloring books there and coloring books there. And let me know how many of you guys would like to see how soon you would like me to do the updated coloring book video. And I'll try to get that going for you. I have my coloring books there, and there's a pack of Twistables. All right, next area of coloring books. Here we go. We have these. I have this first drawer of coloring books. I don't know how many books I have, guys, but it's too many. There's a second drawer of coloring books. Or can you have too many coloring books? I don't think so. I don't think there's a such thing. There's the next drawer. And this is a drawer full of, these are coloring books. These are like the special effects books and to teach you how to draw different things books, and my little tiny coloring books like postcard books and stuff like that. Yeah. So I have a bunch of that kind of stuff in here, and stickers, a few stickers and things like that. Okay, next I have my crafting items, and this is where I keep all of my rubber stamps and a few of the items that I use for card making, all of my wooden stamps and the inks and stickers that I use for my card making. And I showed you guys the what are these? Canvases, coloring canvases. And this is the Color Escapes, like large coloring pages that can't fit anywhere but right there. And so that's pretty much it, guys. That's my coloring area, my desk, my filming area, and yeah, that's it. So you guys have toured the cave, the coloring cave, yeah. And just, I'm glad to have you guys with me. So thank you so much for stopping by my channel and viewing this video. And if you would like to, please consider subscribing to my channel so that I can know that I should keep on making videos. And if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, please, so I can know that, hey, you like these type of personal, in-depth tour-like videos. So guys, just let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see a more in-depth video of the coloring area, of all my supplies, all my coloring books, because that would have to be like a 3-4 part video, maybe 5 parts, because I have a bunch of stuff. Yes, but just let me know, guys, what you guys think. You know, what kind of videos would you like to see coming up next from me? And I just thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me, guys. You just don't know how special you are, and you know how your comments, they're always so beautiful and uplifting. So I'm like always like, oh, you make me smile. All right, guys, enough of my sappy chatter. Sappy chatter. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video. And of always, you remember to be happy while coloring. Bye.